All right, so I love that high-low mold from CPI, and I want to make another piece, and I've been pushing this around for a little bit. This was an attempt at making lemonade out of lemons. I had a piece that didn't fire right. I used turquoise and white, and it was really pretty, but it didn't fire. I chopped it up. I added it to a bunch of clear and fired it in a ring mold as a scrap, and then when I went to fire it again for the spread, it cracked. When I was trying to get it to spread out. And so now I'm going to make lemonade yet again, or attempt to. So I'm going to just chop this up into big chunks. I'm going to put it back into another ring mold and get it into a 10-inch circle that I can then fire on my high-low mold and turn into a really cool looking bowl, I hope. So just stand by, and I'm going to go ahead and chop this up and fire it, and we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. All right, I broke this up. I didn't really show that process, but it's all broken up. I used hammers and just kind of got it into giant chunks and put it back in here in an order that I think will flow and fill this mold nicely. I still have some leftover glass because the piece was bigger than this 10-inch mold, so I'll just put it in another mold and fire. Okay, I thought you might be interested to see what I was going to do with all this scrap. So this is what didn't fit in the mold. I have this stand-up round paperweight mold. I love this thing, this vertical paperweight. It's LF227. I also have a lot of peacock glass scrap, so I just filled this thing with some scrap. Now I'm going to just take these pieces and set them in here, kind of stack them, and allow them to just melt down in, and we'll see what it looks like when it comes out. I think it'll look nice with you know, some light coming through it. I think that peacock could look cool. This piece sitting, you know, near a window, so I'm just going to fill this thing up and put it in with the other firing so that I'm using up the rest of that scrap. All right, and here's this piece. This turned out quite nice. It's good and thick. It stands up well, so I'm real pleased with this. Now, I could just go with it as is. It is kind of cool, but I was thinking I might tack fuse some elements to the front, maybe some flowers, or this almost gives me a little bit of an underwater vibe, so I could do a little sea life kind of scene on it. So I'm going to hang on to this. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. Again, it's nice as is, but I might tinker with it just a little bit. Okay, so I've muted the video here and I'm going to talk over it instead, because in the video I'm talking about how I think my kiln must not be level because this slumps so unevenly down into this mold. You can see how it looks lopsided. And then I reached out to Stephanie at Creative Paradise, who made the mold, and said, "No, you goofball, the mold is deeper on one end. It's going to look that way." Okay, she didn't really say that, but that's the way I felt. So it is an angled mold on purpose. It gives you that higher side on purpose. That's why it looks like it does when it comes out. Here is the finished piece. You know, sometimes there's some debate about texture in molds, and there's not any planned texture on here, but this is now the second high-low mold that I've fired, and I am loving the texture that I get on the outside of this. It's almost like it's sandblasted. It's really pretty. So there you go. I have finally, after multiple attempts, I think I finally turned my original lemons into lemonade, and then tried to turn the second lemons into lemonade again. But I'm really pleased with this. I'm going to take it upstairs and take some photos and share them with you. I don't mind these organic, you know, kind of dips in here. I think it looks really cool. Love, love, love. It's still warm. It's warm and toasty from the kiln, and it's cold right here in North Texas right now. But hope you learned something. Again, I'm a big fan of this high-low mold, big fan of using scrap and trying to resurrect something gone bad. And it's me again. So here are the photos that I took for my website so that I could post it for sale. But the more I look at them, the more I'm thinking I might try to cold work those edges. We'll see if it sells. If not, I might cold work the edges and redo it. You know, I have that fun flat lap. This would be a good challenge, a good way for me to kind of test my skills and get some really good practice cold working. In the end, I love this piece. I hope you learned something. I hope you subscribe to my YouTube channel and get the notifications, but also check out my Facebook. There's a lot happening over there, so check it out and join the Facebook page. Catch y'all later. Bye-bye.